Hey everybody, I'm back. All right, my name is Heather Taylor. I am a director with Farmasi. I am Farmasi through and through, loving it. Director's executive ranks, which is pretty cool. So I am going to show you some products today. We're actually going to use the Optimal Mascara and the Vice Brown Trio eyeshadow set. So this is what it looks like. We're going to try it out today, see what we think. Make sure you hit subscribe to this channel, catch up to our past videos, and get notified when I have a new one. So let's get started. All right, vintage trios, they're very cute. You get a little mirror, you get a little pack. These are gonna be more of your nudes, which I like the browns and the peaches and that kind of thing are kind of my happy zone. So I love these colors. So let me get a brush and we're gonna get started. All right, we're gonna grab this middle color right here. We're actually gonna take that and go into our crease transition area. So I'm gonna tell you, I am not a professional makeup artist by no means, but I feel like I have something to offer, right? Yeah, okay, thanks. I'll get myself that bit of confidence if nobody else will. So I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna stay kind of in that line, and then I kind of come over to the outside a little bit. And I like to go a little bit higher because I have a hooded eye, which is like, sucks. You do all this work and then you just like let your eyes rest and your eyes are like, nobody needs to see that. So take your color just a touch bit higher. That way it can still be seen. You can feel like you did something. And I am using a fluffy brush because I want to be able to blend as I go. I don't want to have to come back at the end and really do a ton of blending, because I feel like whenever I do that I tend to get a very muddy color, right? Because you're just blending, the colors just start mixing all together. So same thing over here. I'm staying in my crease, coming up a little bit on the outside, just so that it's seen through that hooded eye. I love these little trios. There's a lot of different things you can do. You can use one color, two colors, three colors, like whatever you want to do. There's tons of combinations. This is just going to kind of be your basic, hey, I just got this trio, how do I use it kind of thing. And I always look on with my eyes open and kind of go back over because I can see what I'm looking at and what it's going to look like if I'm just kind of resting. Okay, so now that we have that on, let me find, I stained my brushes the other day when I was doing like a candy look. I don't even know how I did that. Oh well. So they're not dirty, they're just stained. So now I'm going to come in with this darker color right here, and I'm just patting. It doesn't take a lot. And I'm going to stay just to the outer lid. And look where I'm holding this brush. Like, I'm holding this brush way down at the bottom. I'm not holding it like a pencil and just dragging it in. I'm letting the brush do the work. You're going to get a lot softer look if you do that. The same thing over here. Just kind of stand to the outside, filling in probably like a third and back to the corner of my lid. And then we're going to finish it off with this last color right here. I'm going to go in with a little bit of a firmer flat brush to pick up that color. It does have a bit of a shimmer to it, so I'm not going to go in with a fluffy brush and kind of lose that shimmer. I want it to be a little bit tighter packed. You can make this pop a lot more if you wet your brush But we're just keeping it very natural. Very simple today. All right, once I kind of get everything kind of where I want it, I always like to come back in with the brush that I used for my transition color. And I just kind of go back over that and kind of make sure everything's blended. I don't pick up any more product in it. I just kind of make sure everything is smoothed out. And if I want to change anything, like if I want to come back in here and take my corner and I want to darken it up a little bit, then I can do that. Always look at your eyeshadow with both eyes, okay? So like I'm looking in my mirror, I'm gonna have both my eyes open looking at it because I wanna make sure everything's kind of lined up. I wanna make sure that when I'm looking straight on, that this eye's not going this way and this one's coming this way. I think a lot of people make the mistake, they like close their eyes, they never actually fully look on and see what they're doing. So I'm gonna come over here, I'm just gonna darken up the corner over here a little bit. So very soft, easy look. You can even use that if you wanted to for eyeliner. So we can come in here and get a little bit of a finer brush. Not that one because it's dirty. Shame on me. And I'm going to pick up this darker brown right here. And I'm going to run it under my eye on my lash line. I will tell you, I've kind of gotten away from using eyeliner here recently with it being pollen season. My eyes do not like it. So I've just been using my eyeshadows. And it's kind of cool though, because when you use eyeshadows instead and you kind of bring that color underneath your lash line, it opens up like this world of possibilities of different colors that you can use. You're not stuck with the same 5 eyeliners. You can suddenly create so many different things. And I'm literally just running it on my lashes. But it just adds a little more depth. All right, we're going to top it off with our Optimal mascara. This is what the brush looks like. It's just a black mascara. I'm going to take it, catch my bottoms. And this is when you just make all those awful faces, right? You just make the awfulest faces. I don't think anybody looks super cute when they're putting mascara on. I like this. I like the size of this brush. I feel like I can kind of get into all the different areas, but then it's not too big where I'm kind of bumping up my nose and stuff like that. Okay, so we get our bottoms. I'm gonna dip back in. Okay. Dip back in. We're gonna come into our top. And I like to go in and wiggle and kind of pull up. We want to make sure we get the entire lash covered. So if you just go in and you just flick it on real quick, like in any mascara brand that you're using, I don't care. If you don't take a little bit of time, like take the extra 30 seconds, okay? Just take the extra 30 seconds on your mascara. You will thank me later. We're just gonna make sure that we get all our length.
We're done.
Okay. Always a mama.
Are you almost done?
Yes, I'm almost done.
You got need pee-pee, you got need.
All right, then we're gonna move over to, now keep in mind, I do one dip on the bottom. That's it for both eyes. I do one dip, do this side, I dip again, do this side. I don't keep dipping and going back in. Use the entire wand and you will have plenty of product on there. Don't keep dipping back in and going over and over and over and over, because when you do that, that is when you're going to get into the clumping. So if you can stay away from that, just use the product that's on the brush. Move the brush around, twirl it, even flip it over in your hand, and get all the product that you have on there. Because nobody wants clumpy mascara. Nobody. Now, I do like to take it once I get the second eye done. I will come back in. I'm going to dip the brush again. This mascara is going to be a little bit tacky, okay? So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to kind of use that to my advantage. And I'm only catching the very tips and going back over them and kind of pushing them up just to add that little bit of curl to them. Same thing over here. You just let it dry just a little bit, and then I'm just catching kind of halfway and curling them back up just to get a little extra curl, a little extra volume. I have stick straight lashes that are fairly short, so I just have to play with mine. But there you go. Vice Brown Trio with our Optimal Mascara. It's a really great basic nude family eyeshadow. It's really awesome for beginners. If you have like a tween or teenager that's coming up that's getting interested in makeup, that is a really good one to start because it is very basic for them to learn. And you can still use the colors individually or mix and match, which is really great. So, all right, if y'all have any questions, drop them in the comments. I will be happy to ask them. All the products used you can find at heathertaylormakeup.com. Thanks for watching.